Hi, I'm Steve Denneen. This is Shaka Yoga. Shaka meaning love and positivity. I'm going to show you some of the postures, yoga postures that you don't see in yoga class that often. And this one here is Konasana. It's the angled forward fold. So the idea is you open your legs up, whichever feels comfortable. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Find your boundary and then come back from that boundary just a little bit and have your nice deep yogic breath. So the deep yogic breath is exhaling completely. Inhale through the belly, the ribs, all the way up to the collarbone and back out. And with this one, it's just kind of a gentle ebb and flow. So just find your boundary and come back away from your boundary. And remember, it's better to lie on your mat than it is to hurt yourself. Some gentle movements in your Konasana, your seated angle pose. And then now bring your hands to one side. Forehead comes to the knee. And walk your hands to the other side. This is a really great pose for runners, for golfers, for dancers. It's really opening up the hips, the hamstrings. It's good for the lower back. And again, now find your boundary in front of you. And off to the other side. Find the boundary again. Just slowly opening up the body like a new book that everyone's told you about how wonderful it is. You can't wait to read it. And the other side. Now from here we're going to do some opening. Inhale your hand straight up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it towards your foot. And if that's too much, you can also just keep it right here, whatever feels comfortable, or also right behind you, keep your shoulder open if you have shoulder problems. Just wherever that lands. Just breathing to the areas of sensation, for example, the psoas, the obliques, latissimus dorsi. And inhale up, and the other side. Some gentle opening. Again, focusing on breath on the side body. Notice how one side might feel different than the other. Then inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Now if you have any knee issues, it's good to put like a sock or something, a little pad underneath your knee. And slowly inhale up. Reach your hands to the sky, exhale and release. Now from here we're just going to slowly roll back, roll sideways. This is called thread the needle, so that make sure you keep your chin tucked in. Then inhale and just thread the needle right here, keeping your hip bones on your mat. That's right. Should feel nice and comfy and relaxed. Now if that's too much, bring your sole of your right foot back down to the mat and just hold it like this. And if you want more of a stretch, just give it a nice pull, and you should be able to feel a nice piriformis stretch, which is that muscle deep in the hip. Again, some deep yogic breaths. Then exhale, release, shake it out, and do the other side. Thread the needle. This is another wonderful hip opener. Today we're focusing on the hips and the lower back, hamstrings. These are wonderful poses you don't see that much in yoga class. Which I think are very encouraging for anybody with lower back pain. Then release, and then come to Mariposa, the butterfly. So the knees are open like this, hands up towards the sky in an opening position, and gently flutter your knees if it's okay with your hips and your adductors, and focus the breath on the pelvis area. This is really good for women for the monthly cycle. Men, it's good for the prostate. So this is another wonderful pose, is the butterfly. And then from there we're going to slowly roll back up to a squatting position for Malasana, frog. So you see how my chin is tucked in, my palms come together at the chest. Now the hips should be open while the heels are on the mat. Now if the heels are not on the mat, get a little, you can roll your mat up or get a little towel. Get a little towel, and then you can go on the towel. This is another wonderful hip opener, Malasana, the frog. Now from frog, we're going to take a few deep breaths here. Again, imagining that there's a little puppet string pulling your head up, opening your spine up, elongating the spine with inhalation. And as you exhale, you're opening up your chest, keeping the heart center nice and open. So from here, we're going to gently move down to a child's pose. This is the wide angled child's pose with the knees wide. So again, we're opening up the hips, coming into a nice wide angled child's pose. Hands come in front, buttocks towards the heels, forehead comes to the mat. Nice deep breath. Walking your fingers out. And if you want to get your spiritual game on, bring your prayer position above your head. Now we're in the central coast of California. We haven't had any rain this winter, which is the 2017-2018 season, so I could pray for rain. And then again, come 4 fingers forward, and then slowly come up to pigeon. So bring it one leg in front, the other behind. Inhale, looking up. Really breathing into that hip. So here's level 1. Now here's level 2. Really breathing into the hip. Bring that prana life force into the hip. Slowly walking the hands back. Unwinding the leg, shaking it out. Getting any stress out of that leg. And bring the other leg forward for the pigeon. Inhale, looking up. This is level 1. And again, it's better to lie on your mat than it is to hurt yourself. Here's level 2. Slowly come up. Inhale back to level one. Exhale, shake it out. And release. And now we're going to slowly come into the crouching tiger. This is another one you rarely see in yoga class, but I think it's a very important one. So again, I'm going to bring one leg here, one leg here. Inhale up. Make the C shape with your hands, the crouching tiger. If it's okay with your body. Again, focus the breath right here. It's really bringing the breath into the side body. Inhaling, exhaling. That should feel really good and beautiful. That's right. And I encourage you to inhale up and then exhale and go to the other side. Crouching tiger. Notice how one side feels different than the other. This is really good for the hips. You can really feel it along the adductors right here, gracilis, and some of the iliotibial band. Then come back to center. And up to horse pose. Ready? Bring it up. Horse pose. So horse pose, nice strong foundation.